over the diaspora, to those that don't speak the languages that we speak. What's up, spiritual G's? And also as a random one, sorry for coughing. And also as a random one and unplanned. But I just wanted, I know I owe a video upload. I was just, living the consequences to, to getting into a new season. So to those who will be seeing this later, what's up, spiritual G's? And regular greeting to everybody, the Stoners United, the Wake and Bake Gang, the Queer and Conscious, Knowledge Seekers, Knowledge Collectors, Woke Gang, Anti-Woke Gang, Togozo Gogo Gang, Makosi Gang, Air Bender, Fire Bender, Earth Bender, Water Bender, Element Benders, Witch Talk, Love and Light Gang. Who am I leaving out? As long as you're all here in love and light, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And those who will be joining us, maybe hi Sile live. I'm just stealing time, hoping that you guys are doing your Friday lunches. Friday with some of you guys. So I'm hoping you guys will catch this a bit later on. But those who are here, what's up, spiritual G's? Thank you so much for joining us. So just wanted to do a quick video. There's Khosi Khadi, because we know we're in the diaspora, right? So right here, closer to us here in South Africa. In Botswana, we know we are expanding a little bit, and shout out to Khosi Khadi Sunlit. Thank you, Gogo, for that hookup. And le Botswana, I think we've been doing a lot of series le Botswana a lot. So I think a higher intelligence, Dimu le Badimu, have opened up those doors. So thank you so much to those who have joined us from Botswana and have caught us from different platforms as well. But we just want to address just a few little things. But our Cosmic Resonance pack, right? So there's a Khosi Khadi, I don't know if I can say her name. But starts with a J. So shout out to you, Khosi Khadi, for this. She came from Botswana to this side, and she wanted to know, okay, how do we use this cosmic resonance box, right? So by cosmic resonance, what do we mean? We've addressed this in probably one of our episodes. I think the creation story, we went deeper. What do we mean by cosmic resonance? But because of the saying, as above, so is below, right? What happens in the cosmos definitely affects us here, right? So that is why this whole obsession with the moon, Eliako, which house, the stars, which planets is active, and all of that, because as much as most of us, or growing up, would use it to find, oh my gosh, who's my perfect partner, or what's the energy of today saying, but all these things, we are one with nature, remember, as well. So we are just trying to create that the prevalent, let's cross our went on downtime, the prevalent energies, right? Telling thing, we're trying to be in resonance with that and not anti, just as how we've been when we're using the calendar in the Gregorian calendar, right? So this cosmic resonance pack basically intensifier that resonance that we already have with the heavens, with the energies, with nature, with what the energy that is prevalent is saying. So happy new year. I know, we haven't hooked up since the new year, but happy new year. While still on the new year, thank you so much to those who are able to join our little hangout. Thank you to those who are carrying the whole house, those who are doing the newt mpahlo. Thank you so much. And for those in the diaspora that I haven't gotten back to, I will definitely get back to you guys. I just found a code to Botswana. I'm gonna find the code to Côte d'Ivoire, I think was the country. So we do ship internationally and stuff. But just to be on par and on peak with what we're doing, please get yourself the ebook. And thank you so much to all the royals who've been also buying from the YouTube shop, because I know it's easier, you just click a button. And I know the dollar price is down now, so it's also a nicer price now, right? Because the YouTube shop, it's a the dollar and exchange. But happy new year. Thank you so much to those who were fasting with us at the nudes period. Thank you for those who are holding space for everybody else. And I think we'll get back to that. Let's do the Pata Pack. So I don't have my exact one here because mine is already set up, right, for the season. So every season there's things that we speak about. So every time I start my episodes, now you'll catch the 2 episodes. I think we did 2 episodes. We did one with Botswana, we did one on the Moya podcast, the cosmic pack, right? So you're gonna get something similar to this, so what I'd include, get a season's color in terms of the cloth. So what you're gonna do with the cloth, I think also we need to address labor so too, because maybe terms like bomsamo are not quite landing with us as yet, right? So we have what we call your altar, ne? Other people but get shrine, but there's different, there's semantics and there's like differences, right, in what an altar is, what a shrine is. But let's say like your place where you connect for your sacred stuff, right, whether low meditator go, whether you're doing your prayers go, whether you're doing your petitions go, whether you putting your affirmations go, wherever it is where you're connecting with your guides, with your spirits, right, with most people we know hore msamo rona ne, if the Msamo is not correct, but for ease of understanding, Samarona would probably be on the floor, right? And there is still that we still gravitating nicely towards, are we facing east, are we facing north, right? So with one of my oldest teachers, my first teachers, yeah, my intermediary teachers in the space here. So he had advised us for okay, lang patla by the north, because we are from the north, you know the sayings, Bakoni, Abankoni, we came from the north, coming all the way down, right? But we need to understand something came at as well. As much as it's not the oldest civilization, right? But this is where now these empires, all these different royal houses got together form this great empire, right? This whole great empire of Kemet or Bonabakhulu Basekemu. I haven't practiced how to say it but I'll give it a jab. Bona Baholo Bakem. Yeah. Oh, it translates all languages. Yeah. So as much as it's not our oldest civilization, but it's one of the important ones where now the knowledge that we had already from the south, right? You know, there's the narrative, yeah, these land stealers who like saying, hore, there was nobody down here in the south and all of that. But we're always here, you know, don't also, old people, what we derogatively call the Khoisans, but the Khoi, the Kham people already here, you know, the Botswana also have a different narrative, hore, from the stars, you know. So this whole narrative of South Africa doesn't belong to anybody, please scratch it out. That's also another colonial agenda to unplug us from who we are as a people. So anyway, mouthful, ne? Yes. So yeah, so on a what's this? Not globally, like normally, right, most people would have their Msamo facing the east, right, which is Butlabatsati, which is in Mpumalanga, where the sun would be coming from, which also makes sense, right? But go with, like we always say, we're not forming a religion and we're not forcing people to conduct themselves in a certain way. Go with what your spirit says, you're gonna go with that, right? But for purposes of this lecture, would say okay, Msamo ushebile go north, right? Because we are from the north, the people from the north, right? And Nakimoko Nivele, we are from the north. So anyway, so you're gonna put your cloth there. So you're gonna open your box nicely. With excitement, right? Your box, and then you'll see there's gonna be like depending on which season or whatever it is. So usually like there's a smudge like this, ne? So you can either divide it, and then what I want you to do, just smudge and speak life, right? Because it's a mail from the courier or from my own hands, even though I can my lawyer, ne? From my hands to the to through my car to the courier or whatever. The courier, you handle like with different people, so different energies were handling your package. So you're gonna smudge your package, right? Depending where that came. That's some paper that we have here or ingi ebukhosini reality show thokozile ebukhosini. So just you're gonna use that as your smudge, or you can go directly to your incense and you can use those to smudge, right? So depending on the season as well. That's why I also say always get your ebook as well, or just catch the episodes that we do. Kadi 21, we definitely have an episode. And then on our platform, D21 will definitely be for the ones on the membership. They're going to get our episodes first before everybody else. And shout out to the new members. Welcome to the membership. Please make sure that you got your ebooks for that season. Okay, so with this season's one, we have the cinnamon Okay, this is for demo purposes. We have cinnamon. We have our cinnamon. And then on the premium pack, we have also the cinnamon powder. I'm going to tell you what you're going to do with those. And then we have the cedar. Please make sure that you also got all the stuff now that are packaged. I just realized now, might have been my fever, that there's a gogo I missed her cedar in her box. And then there's another gogo I missed her plant. Ne? But yes, Gogo Botswana, I still need to send you an ebook, ne? And then you're gonna get, it says for demo purposes, your candle's gonna be green, ne? Mine are already mounted. Your candle on the premium, you're gonna have 2 of those green candles, and ditloba green, right? And then what you're gonna do, it's either you have a candle stand, or if you don't, like use a like tiprinki or a cup, whatever, where you're gonna mount it. This is gonna be your fire element that we're gonna be using for the season, right? And then also these guys also count. These guys, they also count as the it can either count as the fire element or the air element as well, right? And then we have an ankh, so this is demo purposes as well. We have an ankh, but if you want special requests, we can also do special requests. We have an ankh, we have the green cloth. The green cloth that you're gonna lay where you're gonna make your msamo, right? Sekhutlwane sa gago, kapa your altar, kapa your a shrine doesn't sit so well with me. Copy your shrine, you're gonna lay it there. This is where you're gonna put your stuff, right? Season per season, so you know how you always in resonance. Other people, like myself as well, sometimes I use it as my duk or I use it as my bite, depending on the kind of ancestors that you have, right? Some people's ancestors, they want them dressed in a certain manner, but I dictate spirituality. All our ancestors don't operate in the same manner. And then so you're gonna either use that to lie your thingy, ne? And then obobea your the rest of your stuff, right? So always make sure that you also have a glass of water. That's good practice, right? I've never heard of any guides or ancestors who don't want water, ne? But yeah, always have that. And then your crystal, oh, and then you're gonna have, oh yes, depending on the membership, not membership, the premium pack, or the whether the premium or the basic pack, ne? On the premium pack, you're gonna get this, our season stone, ne? Directly. But then on the basic pack, you're gonna get the stone. It's similar. So this is the African jade. Very, very important. If you know that the Credo, one of his big ass necklaces was made from the jade, also called a Gogotuli will come and assist with the word. I probably don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a something stone. But on the basic pack, you're gonna get that stone, also effective, also has similar uses. But malachite is our stone there. If you want the caging as well, before you make your thingy, please just also hit me up. And then I said the anka, how you're gonna get your scroll of the season, right? Just saying what the season is about, the principle, leather, function, the season in right? And then also the things that align us, the things that should be in your pasha pack or your cosmic resonance pack, depending on whichever terminology that you're using. So you're gonna lay all these things others, they leave it for a day, and then babege to their people who are okay, deity asa or mutusuloti kapa mvuseleli, this is I, whoever you are, what, and then okay, you're gonna work with these energies. And if you've got the ebook, right, you invite the energies. If you got the ebook, you're gonna go to the section where now you are invoking, I get the energy of Asa, the season. So you're gonna invoke the energy of Asa of the season, and call your guides as well, call your guides and higher intelligence, Sidimu Badimu, all in love and light, Khanya, Lesedi, and all the good stuff, right? You're gonna call the stuff that vibrates vibration egrand, right? Right, sorry, I forgot. Vibration a high, right? And then so you're gonna invoke, and then after you can do the hymn, or you can do umpahlo thing, right? So we have included the English version, Sesotho le Zulu. We still haven't had anybody who volunteers with the other languages, and I'd like us for when we have the whole book, because we got, I think, 6 more seasons before we can actually bring out the entire book, and it's not gonna be just a copy paste of the books that we've had so far. And then Then you work with the deity area, and then with the cinnamon powder, those on the premium pack. The cinnamon powder is cinnamon powder with the jade plants. It's just a little extra that I included for the season in, even though they're not the recommended or whatever it is. But because of how we know what the season is about, it's about abundance and prosperity and all of that. So for your jade plant, it's cutlings, it's the propagations at jade. Ne? I have a big ass one in my yard, and I don't have roots to my jade as well. So you can either directly ground in it or put it in a pot. It's a like less maintenance of a plant that you can ever use. And then or others they put in water barely to see if the roots are propagator, but less maintenance is wrong plant ena. Now literally without roots, I dropped it in soil, and those who've seen the recordings that I do outside, you've seen my big ass jade, right? I hope this word is allowed. You've seen my bombastic jade, yeah, my money plant. So you're gonna put that either go the entrance in Tahajo, either your bedroom door or your house, your main house door. You're gonna put it there, or you're gonna put it wherever. Let spirit guide you, right? Or by your bedside as well. This is another favorite place where I like putting plants, because also it cleanses the environment, right? And then with the cinnamon, remember I mentioned how like all these things it's made from manufacturer to mang. So one of my teachers as well taught me this thing. So depending on what your element is or whatever it is, but I think cinnamon is like a nifty kitchen herb to use, and it's like nice good juju. So just either wash your candles or smudge your candles, or whatever it is, whatever directive that you've ever received, Tori, how do you prepare for your candles? But also power of the word as well is very powerful. You can say you're cleansing off these energies, a manufacturer and mang the energies, low vibrational, whatever. And then with cinnamon, you can use cinnamon to sprinkle on your flame. You can use cinnamon, the powder, to bath gayona as well. You can use it in your lotion. So this is the little witchcraft I'm giving you guys now, yeah. But those who work directly with me, and maybe cinnamon has been part of the convo, we know we expand a little bit more on it. So this is what you're gonna do with your a cosmic pack. So limpe you can also use it not just to smudge your package that you receive or cleansing the package you received. You can use it to make mbepo tea. You can use it to bath gayone. You can use it to palaza. You can use it to beta. You can use it to also clear negative energies in the house. I hope that is clear for especially the non-Guni speakers. I hope that is clear. And in terms of altar when I know okay, my points a bit earlier on, but most of us have it on the floor, but some people literally have it as an altar. You'd see if you Google maybe Indian shrine, right? Even though we are the custodians of these things, yeah. But they'd have it as a like an raised tabletop, right? Where you can also put those things. Some people have photos. Okay, here are people who are fighting for our land. But anyway, yes, so that is the cosmic resonance pack up at the Pasha pack that how you're gonna use it. And I was hoping Gogi would be here, but I forgot to alert her. Yeah, because I missed her cedar in her package. But if you've got a cedar tree, that also works. And if you're in the Northwest region or the Limpopo region as well, we are very privy to these trees. They are not the acacia tree. That is the tree of the season in. Anyway, so that is the Pasha pack. I'll probably edit this video and then just chop this part, because the next part we're going into is like a little vento clock. We haven't done vento clock in the longest, and I'm grateful, all right? But I just want to address a couple of things before we move forward. I see like our family is growing, and shout out to the day ones, shout out to the ones who have been with us from the beginning up until now, and shout out to the ones that left us on the way. And in saying that, it really is such a free space. I don't want anybody hostage or anything. And in your own personal journey, once you've reached a certain peak, or once you stop resonating with what somebody says or whatever somebody does, then it's time for you to shift yourself. Otherwise, what some people's ancestors baba shifter in a very horrible manner, right? So thank you for those who caught the episode on SABC 2. the impromptu episode that we had go SABC2. Thank you so much. I still haven't seen it. Hey Sichava, I owe you a convo. I definitely know that I do owe you a convo. Yeah, as like I was saying, I was not well this whole week. Going into New Year and festivities and all of that. But also it's a blessing, you know, once you start to see, like, you, if you want to experiment with your body to see vele my body does not resonate with certain things, yeah, just put your body to the test. Let's hope you'll get to the other side. But alive and better today. But yes, Bosechaba saw, right? Have been here since what day one. Bolitlo have been here since what day one. Vokogi, like a lot of people have been here since day one, right? And I just want to address and speaking of the episode that was aired on SABC2, I want to touch on that, and I want to touch on another person, and I do understand the ramifications after, right? So I think when you go into our space here, there's a whole description of what it is that we do here. And I know those who know me personally, or those who have access to my personal number, the podcast took a direction that was not intended, right? It's just, hey, I was sent, and unfortunately I have the platform, or had the platform then, to speak of certain things, you know, like those who do know me, I used to say I used to use the calendar sort of as a party, not a party trick, but as a party trick in a way, you know. Okay, now in a setting, you know, I'd end up now, because this content is so exciting, you know, I'd end up with people just surrounding me or surrounding myself and a friend or whatever it is, and then we're talking about these principles because fortunately, unfortunately, like, that resonates without even trying, you know, like they sort of make sense. There's sort of like some recognition that you feel whenever we're talking about this calendar, you know, and especially maybe if we're going to address it in the languages that we speak, you know. It resonates better maybe than I would say asa, you know, if when your mind is at that level where you're associating ancient Kemet with the Egyptians who are currently now in our comment section now, who are currently residing there today, right? But not understanding there's a whole lot of whitewash that happened there, right? Not understanding Sudan, before Sudan was melanin as well, you know, not understanding Kemet black, you know, and all of that. I'm saying this deliberately because of this personal link in our comment section here right now. But anyway, so as you enter our page here, there's a whole description of what it is that we do and why we do what we do, right? And I just also want to speak on the caliber of people that have been here, right? I think all the guests that we've had here, all the, whether ki YouTube live, whether it's in person, whether ki ingi, I think right? These are people who are great teachers. These are people who are great in their own rights, in the fields that they do, in the healing work that they do, right? So there was a Khosi Khadi. Yeah, I'm not gonna say her name. I think she would know herself. Khosi Khadi, she lamented why was the SABC2 interview not given to a certain movement I used to be part of back in the day, right? I think most people that saw me doing this content know me from that space, right? So, why basa invite people from that movement, right? First of all, if this was a Vento clock, I would have different words and different wordings and all of that. But it is a new year. We've been doing this for 2 years now. And yeah, I'm choosing to be respectful about it, but Kikopa also still let us be respectful. I think maybe I miss saying this in every episode that I would do, but I like saying hore, as long as we're being respectful here and we're coming with love and light here, right? So just because you're gonna add a sis or a queen or ink does not say hore, you're not disrespectful. And by virtue of how they addressed this comment, and obviously I'm black, and we know as much as at times, but we don't have, unfortunately, the luxury as the younger people to say unfortunately, but even though deep down we wanna say better sometimes. But anyway, that Khosi Khadi, I'm addressing it now, and I know you try pacifying it and all of that, and I know I refrained from addressing it also in the comment section in a way that I honestly wanted to address it, because I do understand the reach here, the platform here, and the different works that we're doing now. No? So, so respectfully, please go to the bio. Please go under the videos that explain. Yeah, I don't even know why actually we're explaining it, because I think from the title itself, and the people that come here, I don't think they're idiots, number one, in associations with me. I don't think they don't know what certain words mean. Like I'm saying, these are great teachers, these are great intellects, you know, in their own right, in their westernized forms, in their African forms, in their being as them as people, right? So the little comment of why didn't they call Togoza Koko, Togoza, I'm learning to have decorum. Togoza Koko, it's always great seeing you. Maybe you can pronounce the African jade, that name for, oh, there's no voice notes here. But yeah, I was saying I don't know how to pronounce that, the African jade, that other word that you're using. But anyway, Khosi Khadi, who was asking why is the other movement not invited there? First of all, I don't know. I really don't know. I do know what the criteria was, but you're not privy enough for me to share that with you. Old me would say old me, and if you are my ndanga, I'd say mara. No, actually, I won't say it because this is new me as well. But I don't know why SABC did not reach out to them. I do know why they reached out to me. Unfortunately for you or for them, I don't know whose unfortunate that is. But if you're not quick in conclusion jumping and all of that, you would realize hore a platform right? So let us be respectful in terms of that. And I think addresses are those who know me in my personal life, they do know why I am not part of the house anymore, right? Why I chose to not be part of the house anymore. And those that knew me back in those days as well know those who do know me back in those days as well knew how I respected that space as well, you know, the physical space, the presentation of the space, because unfortunately I had to be somewhat in front of the camera, even though my desire was to always, or when initially I was always behind the camera, but situations happened where I needed to be in front of the camera. And with my tenure there, because I understand Hotep space, I understand Rastafari space, I understand the space of woke space, I understand the space that we are operating in right now, right? And I've done an episode as well as to why we chose the name that we chose, right? So if you're having glitches with the word stoned, maybe find yourself and the quickest exit, because we are about to embark on cannabis as a subject. We're gonna have a whole series blessed by an amazing queen. What's up, Miss Hills? Blessed by this queen. This is her ancestral work that she does as well. And we're gonna speak a lot on cannabis and cannabis as a healing modality. I know association now, that's why I get maybe for your age, you seem to be somebody who's a bit older, right? So I would wanna address you in a very respectable, or the respect I can summon right now, right? But even though deep down there's like expressions I really wanna express, but I won't do that because also the learning curve. And so please do not associate people who take cannabis, whether in psychedelic manner or whether in the rising. We also had an episode with the Rastafari lady, bless her queen. I need to call her, actually I forgot. Bless her Black Divine. She gave us a whole lesson on cannabis. So if your association of cannabis is dwellums, directifati, itagamiso, then you know, or maybe rather go back to the description of what it is that we do here. So we definitely gonna be talking about cannabis big time. We're gonna be talking about cannabis and the colonial unplugging of cannabis as a healing modality. We're gonna be talking about cannabis and taking it to Kemet as well. So I could say ka wena Kgosigadi when we're taking it to that level. All right. So that is the one factor. And just because you added sis and queen and all of that does not mean that your comment was very below the belt. Your comment is very below the belt. And then the second part, the queer part, like I'm saying, Hori, I'm aware of the space that I'm operating in. I am aware, and I've stated it in text and in voice form, Hori. The reason why we formed a platform here is I don't know if I should even repeat it, but linali tendencies of invalidating people for things that have nothing to do with you guys. Okay. For things 101 as declared, not the corrupted narcotic version. Absolutely, Gogo. Absolutely, Gogo. I think it would be really dope to also have your input on that cannabis as in Isango, the opener, you know. But obviously we know with you we tread very lightly when working with your guys, you know. There's certain things more about and when they don't open for you, but you and I will talk gahle gogo. But yes, a cannabis as Isango, as a doorway, as an opener, and all of that. What else? Oh, the queer part, yes. So the lineality tendencies of invalidating people and their opinions the minute they mention that they have a sexual orientation that is different from yourselves or whatever it is, you know. So Queen, what do you mean, Hore? It doesn't ring nicely, Hore. Like our podcast name does not ring nicely. It's not a thing that we've shied away from, and unfortunately or fortunately for me, behind the scenes and because of the space that we're existing in, we know Hore, in woke space and all of that, how we regard other people and what they do behind their closed doors, you know. We do know how that happens, but like I'm saying here, we have created a love and light space, you know. Even the people that sleep with people that you're not a fan of are valid here. If they want to learn, they are very valid. And me as a mouthpiece and the things that I've spoken, don't come and disrespect the downloads that my ancestors gave me just because of things that I do in my own bedroom, you know. And maybe I'm not doing them at the current moment. So am I valid enough if I don't do them at the current moment? But yeah, this is where we at. And if we are looking for black healing, now you can't bring a vibration essing number 8, the vibration essing high, vibration essing lerato to such spaces, right? So like I said here, we have created a love and light space. And listen, a lot of my friends, a lot of my people do not wish I was something else, right? But unfortunately I'm not. But we've gotten to a point where we're respecting each other, because I wonder if this was a podcast on Babs. Yeah, ne tlo engage ana ro rotlhe re re wena Babs o etsang so, Babs o etsang so, Babs o etsang so. But what people do behind closed doors is nobody's business, to be honest. And you can dissect the word queer also in ways that you'd wanna dissect it. You know, we're not the ordinary. We are not the getting a capara suit and tie when I'm when I'm sharing the knowledge with people, you know. So am I strange? Yes, I'm strange. Am I weird? Yes, I'm weird. I take pride in that, you know. So I don't know if it came in a form of I'm not valid enough to speak on such matters on SABC, the broadcast from South Africa. So I don't know if for you I'm not valid enough, or if I'm too young. I'm not young. I look young because black don't crack and all of that. I'm not young, you know. And the person who invited me on that show felt I am valid enough for that, right? And what other thing that I want to address? Oh, then there was another gentleman, Dikalo or Dingalo or Dikalo, I don't know. But you mentioned something of a sound, right? So please learn from the likes of Bosechaba. So Sechaba alerted me and said, Gogo, the volume was very low on that other thingy, and yes, it was a mistake from my end, where I didn't use my Slintate Moteja, right? Le prof. But it's another thing. When something is for you, it will be for you. If you're gonna hear the message, you'll hear the message, right? And with the next edits, part 2 and part 3, I think I did manage to copula the audio with that one. So like I'm saying, hore, a revolving door. If you want to be here, you can be here. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. I don't hold anybody hostage. We are just vibing. We're really just vibing here. As much as Ruakari Lote Serasi, and I feel we take ourselves seriously here. And with the messages that we're getting and the thanks that we're getting from Makesha, from Bokoko, from everybody, from the ancestors, from the guides, from high intelligence, from, the guests who actually want to be on our podcast, I think we are doing okay. And we are doing we are growing at a dope pace for us here. So if you do have problems with certain things, lighting ya rona or eng, bagaetsho, there's a lot of people who are doing this content. I'm just one of them. I'm just another pillar here, and I'm just a pillar, I guess, more South Africa here. I'm just a person who also wants to create safe space for people who are invalidated in spaces more. You guys speak bombastic talks. You guys want to bring the religious doctrines to spaces. You guys want to bring your own personal agendas to spaces. More keraka, let's ba keraka. As much as I'm building it with my spiritual G's who understand what it is that we're doing here, or are keen on understanding what it is that we're doing here, but akuna azang bantla sideways or bangata konso or ing, but this is really it's really odd. It's really odd. You behaving like how colonists would behave when they get to your house and tell you to paint your door red, right? This is my house. Be like Sichab and say, Gogo, this thing nearly low, volume nearly low, Don't now come and say how we don't take ourselves seriously. For whom as well? For whom? You guys are not even addressing like the minimal injustices in your little corners, And I'm addressing Botakal, I'm assuming he's a black man. Botakalo, okay, Dingalo, I'm sorry for butchering your name. I just don't have it here. And you probably don't know how to address bas wa gago, to begin with, but little qotela here, like I'm saying, hore, if you were started with us from day one up until where we are right now, hore, the podcast took a different direction than intended. And I don't think the guests, the guests could have said, hore, want disrespect her by doing this. Our guests, our amazing teachers, have not had any complaints with that. And that is the end. I hope this Vento clock was very kind and is showing growth, because I did not swear at anybody. But can I say just one line though? Can I just say one line? Gogo tuli ore ibile maat, measure the heart and things way beyond plants, trees, beyond cannabis and all of that. Maat in everything, And for the people that I mentioned, Khosi Khadi Ona, lay this king here. If you were I don't want to say about fast speed, but like you are jumping the gun, you haven't even watched like probably 4 of our episodes, you don't know recover why are you guys so quick to point out on negativity here? The spiritual G's that are here, re vibrate ka octane enwe, re vibrate high. So when you guys are bringing negativity, y'all are killing our vibe here. Rona re vibrate high, ska ke tjho hore re di ra blazer ba ba chilla. We're not here to be judging anybody. Everybody una le maat is for you to judge yourself, right? And we're not coming at any superiority complex or whatever it is, Just now I made a dope Rasta friend, like these little misconceptions I had and all of that, Gama Rasta and all of that. He's helping me to like just take this nonsense out, So I can't now come to somebody's house and then just lay my rules here and all of that and not even ask Hori, Gogo or Kesha or Empara or Empress, why do you do such a thing? You just want to bombard us with things. So that is, I hope this was a very kind Vento clock. But yeah, in real me, I actually want to say, Hori, I won't say it. Yeah, let me show growth. It's itching. And the reason why I'm having this vento clock is because I've done an episode last year already. More getting, I struggle with forgiveness now. I was letting both these things go. I was really letting them go. But then I was like, but then because I struggle with forgiveness, yeah. But it's a work in progress. It's part of my consistent and ongoing shadow work. It's a thing, and yeah, it's what guys, and I really wanna say mara ningasi yabo liskari, but yeah. So please, maybe I should say it in every episode here, ne. If you don't know enough about something, please normalize saying angazi, ne, instead of utopapa, ne. And if you are coming to our space here, yes, please note the name is Stoned explain the play on words and all of that. Please go catch. I think it's under the playlist, yeah, me or something, or Queer and African. I can't remember, but it's there. I'm gonna reorganize my playlist, so little tola the things that you are actually looking for. And then it's it's Stoned, and then Queer, and then Podcast. This is our name. We're not changing our name to make anybody else feel comfortable. We are breaking boundaries, and we are questioning you. Actually, are we the mad ones? You know, or are you guys the ones out of sanity? You know, if you been judging people who no, oh my gosh, they're thoughtful. Yeah, somebody actually did come here and say, "What are you guys smoking?" Right? They did say that. What are you guys smoking? But I think I've seen high levels of intelligence from people who consume cannabis. Actually, you know, I've seen high intelligence from people who are associated with queerness. You know, I've seen I don't know. I don't know. Bothata eba eng sentle. You know, are you still stuck on a what's this the whole colonial divide and conquer, the whole, yeah, but maybe I don't know. I'm still waiting for a queer healer to come educate us, because when it comes from me, I don't believe familiarity breeds contempt, I get. But yeah, please go check out Lemam Kanye's episode that we have here. I put it specially for the likes of the woke people that want to come here and be on some, yeah, Africa this, Africa that, you know, even if it's the wrong name, yeah, Africa. Yeah, but the debate continues. Al-Kebilan, Africa, Kemet, what's the other word that we have? But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Do you guys have anything to catch up on? This was supposed to be Patla Pack and catching up. Marginally 2%. Gogo Ore. Yes, Chaba. Remember, you're so respectful. And you said to me, Gogo, volume ena ilo, right? Because I need to be cognizant of, okay, but you got earphones on TV or in. And the next part two literally really grand, right? You wanna say middle finger raising things when Gogo, I do, but it's smelling when But thank you so much to those who joined us, even the ones that are holding our land there in Egypt. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully you'll join us, and maybe you'll actively stir us some more. That Democholoko spoke at length that cannabis as a healing herb. He gave the entire A to Z. So imagine such people disrespecting that Democholoko. Mocholo cholo. But so to be there, Mamo elevated when he crossed over. And then you wanna be stepping on such toes. Thank you so much. I was hoping that people wouldn't be joining me. But here's this child also needs some feeding. But Uncle Ma'at, love and light, thank you so much. Please, if you haven't received anything that you've ordered, please do hit me up either on WhatsApp or on the email. Please get your Cosmic Resonance pack. It's an amazing one for prosperity for the season. What else? Yeah, and I hope Khosikgadi in Botswana, you know what to do with your Cosmic Resonance box, your Patla pack. Sechaba, I'm gonna hit you up now. You and I need to talk, ne? Makwes, Tawela.